Welcome to episode 23. We left off with you guys having crossed into the lake. You have achieved a landing on the island. You worked your way around the walls through the darkness to the front where the boat dock was that you could have also taken had you chosen to, gone the normal route instead of using magic to burrow your way through like a water gopher of some kind. You opened the door and you were met with a face. It looked at you and said,
Hello there. How
Are
do you
you
wish
the
to be?
Hound of Theseus?
Is it, what? No, my name's Remy. I work here.
No. Are you a chef?
What? No? I'm a butler, I guess?
You don't know your own job? How curious.
Well, it's complicated. But yes, I do buttle,
You keep the kitchen tidy?
amongst other things, yes.
Anyways,
If
this
you
is the
buttle,
normal
what is the
humanoid.
lure? I am curious what this consists of.
Oh, many things. I maintain the house, the order of the staff, guests. I see to all the needs of the masters.
Okay. So is this butler humanoid?
Yes.
Okay.
he looks human, approximately, let's say, 5.5 feet tall. Kind of a lighter complexion. Obviously, the guy doesn't get a lot of sun, but it is dark, so maybe it's just your night vision kind of messing with you. He's illuminated by a very light candlelight.
Alright, well. I don't know. Can you inform us what's in this castle or history and such?
Well, yes, this is the castle of my lord Anelius. If you would like to enter, we do offer lodging for the night. I assume you are here to challenge him?
Challenge him? Not really. What am I doing all the talking? Dang, you take over. It's like,
Uh, no, this is kind of just where our path led. We're not necessarily here to challenge your lord. Who is your lord?
Ah, it is destiny then. You have been brought here following the call of the winds themselves. Excellent. Lord Anelius will be happy to meet with you. Please, come in. He signals you inside.
Okay.
alright, I won't second guess that. Who am I to say no, right?
Sure. He walks you. You're in kind of the foyer at first, and before you stands basically three doors. One to the left, one to the center, one to the right. And there's some writing above each one. It's unimportant unless you really want to read it. And then he continues his speaking. Says, "So most who come here are here to challenge the Lord in the great duel. Will you be coming in the form of strength, cunning, or wisdom?"
Hmm.
We are not necessarily here to challenge your lord.
Oh.
We're actually we're looking for something.
Well, aren't we all, sir? But there is no way back, only forward.
You wouldn't happen to know the location of the Hound of Theseus, would you?
Not specifically, though I'm confident he's out in the woods there. He is unable to cross the waters.
Hmm.
Oh, so we
So we
came here
cro-
for nothing then. Great.
So there's nothing we can do to convince you to let us leave?
Do we have to challenge your lord?
I suppose not. I've never opened the front door back up for anyone before. I suppose I could let you back out into the dark of night, allow you the freedom of whatever you were avoiding to come in here.
Hmm.
Yeah, we aren't
True.
necessarily avoiding anything. Can we at least talk with your lord without challenging him necessarily?
He will speak only with those who are worthy. I
Okay.
can test your wisdom to see if you are worthy. Perhaps he may bypass the challenge now. For now.
That's my wisdom.
Test your wisdom.
Let's see. He looks around at all of you and he says,
Perhaps this will be too easy for the elf. So I will look towards you, Tiefling. Perhaps even the dwarf this would be appropriate for. We shall see. Tell me what when living moves not, yet when its head is cut off, it moves.
Riddles. Cuts off it moves.
My first guess would be a tree.
Very good, Master Dwarf. You are correct.
Nice.
So, please step into the corridor to the right. I shall inform the Master that you are worthy to make audience with him.
if you go down this hall, and as he gestures, the door flies open.
You may find lodging in a waiting room for the evening. Your presence shall be reported immediately.
And
Okie
he kind of waddles down the hall a little bit and then disappears through a doorway off to the side.
All right, sounds good.
Guess we'll go into that room.
So what you find before you is a long hallway, and a ways down are some very ornate. And it's lit. It's actually illuminated from above. There's like almost like your moonstones all the way along, providing illumination. And in front of each doorway going down. So there's doors to the right, the left, and one at the end. Where do you guys want to go?
I guess we go down to the end.
Okay, you go all the way to the end and open it up. And it looks like a pantry. There are fine foods arranged all in almost a 3/4 circle around you. You look left, you look right, there's different foods all over. It's a smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord.
I'm gonna eat the loaf that Jeremy picked out.
Okay.
The one with like the berries and leaves that like is unappealing to most people.
And choke proof.
Yeah, jug proof. I'll eat that. I don't trust food here.
All right, Dane's just going to turn around and go try one of the other doors.
Okay. Say the first one on the right.
Sure.
Okay. You open the door and you find a splendid bedroom, a large posted bed with full curtains around it so you could isolate yourself from the rest of the room if you wanted. There appears to be a beautiful large wardrobe, old tight grain cedar, very fine furniture throughout.
Cool. All right, so that's one. That's one bedroom. He's just gonna go. So, is there just like you said? There's multiple doors opening off to the right and the left.
Yes.
Okay. That was the first one to the right. And I'll go across the hall and try the first one on the left.
All right. Here you find what looks almost like a conservatory. It's like a greenhouse room filled with plants, but very low. There is soft dirt here, almost like a swimming pool filled in and planted with foliage. Everything looks healthy. It's green. It's almost too good. You know, like when you go to one of those giant industrial nurseries.
Okay.
Fascinating structure.
greenery, finally.
Well, we know where Castros is going to be sleeping tonight.
If I sleep at all. This place is too weird. I don't trust it.
Okay. How many more doors do we have down the hallway there?
2.
2?
Yes.
All right. Well, let me try this second one to the left.
All right. The second one to the left appears to be a very ornate bathroom. There are what look like lotus petal carved stone toilets. There's some kind of a tube that's in the wall and overhead in one of the sections, and a big stone face that looks like it could rotate. And then there's another passageway that goes down you can see in that has a big wooden bench around the outside and what looks like a kind of a fire pit attached to the wall.
Interesting. Okay. Well, let's look in the very last room.
Okay. The very last room is filled with boxes. It looks like wooden crates. It appears to be kind of a storage room.
I want to go look in the crates in the storage room.
Okay.
Let's
How are
get
you
to-
going to open it?
Try and see if I can are they like crates with like obvious lids at some points that are just nailed shut?
It does appear there is a top and that it's nailed shut.
And I'll use like my dagger to try and pry it open.
Sure. Yeah, just give me a skill check. I want to see how good you do it.
Just any skill check or
Yeah, just roll your 1d20 and tell me what you get. Sleight of hand if you want to be fancy.
15 if sleight of hand.
Okay. Yeah, you pop it open, you work the blade in and, get it up, and you flip the top open and it appears to be full of dirt.
So I'll rummage around in the dirt.
As far as you can reach your hand, your fingers down, it all feels like it's soft soil.
Open another box.
Okay, you
My
go to
name's
the next
Castros
box.
and welcome to my unboxing video.
All right, roll again.
That one wasn't as good. That was a 6.
You have a really hard time with this one. You pry and twist, and you just can't quite get it to pop open.
It's probably not worth my time. Next box!
Okay. Same thing again.
It's another 15.
You pop it open, and there appears to be, more dirt. And you can see there's something kind of poking out of it, but it mostly just looks like dirt.
Investigate the thing poking out of the dirt.
Okay. When you start kind of poking through and you find a small glass vial with a cork stopper.
Anything in the vial?
It doesn't appear to be filled with anything in particular. There's kind of a yellowish, brownish color of some like dust around the outside, but that's it.
Arcana check.
Sure.
That is a 12.
You feel there's something there. You're not sure at all what it is, but you feel a little tingling.
I might look around really quick for the butler and then pocket the vial.
Excellent. All right.
And I'll put the lids back on the crates and act like nothing happened.
Okay. I like that.
All right. I think Dane's just going to make his way back to the bedroom and go to sleep.
Casarus will go to the greenhouse room but stay awake.
Okay.
What is Ray going to do?
Ray's gonna find her own room and probably sleep. Well,
There's only 4 rooms. Or
Yeah, one's a
5 rooms.
bathroom type situation, and the other with the what is it, like a stove, fire pit attached to it, and the other one's a storage room.
Was there one bed in this bedroom, or were there multiple beds?
Oh, it's a one very large bed.
Ah,
You're gonna have to room with Dane, Ray.
Nope, I'm sleeping on the floor.
all right. And what is Alpha gonna do?
Alpha's having a fun time investigating the structure of the building. He finds it's very well constructed.
So is he gonna do that all night?
Yes, well, I mean, resting, of course. It must have a deactivation period.
Right. Okay. All right.
Gastos may watch Alpha for a bit, and then eventually go to
Watch
sleep.
Alpha, watch it.
So, like, I'll just watch Alpha for a bit, do his thing, and then eventually make like a little dirt nest and fall asleep.
I have this vision of you circling like a dog and then like laying down and curled up.
And yeah.
Pretty much.
At this point,
Alright.
you guys would probably get in less trouble if you just said that I was your pet.
Oh man.
Sorry, that's our tiefling dog. We can't really control him.
That
Anyways.
not a
We call it
terrible
T-Dog.
idea.
Yeah.
It's not the worst idea.
Okay.
All right.
So we all settle in for the night, apparently. In one way or
Excellent.
another.
Excellent. You guys have a totally safe night. But for waking, just to determine where I go with this, I want everyone to make a wisdom check really quick.
16. Ray got a 10.
Alpha's 19.
Dane got a 16.
Okay. 16. Oh, 18. All right. So, wow, you guys did really well. So,
Yay!
yeah. Basically, you guys all wake up. Castros, as you're trying to get up, you're twitching and kind of convulsing, and you all of a sudden startle and launch yourself up, looking around in a panic before realizing, wait, no, everything's okay. Everything's all right.
Weird.
And you notice that there's still no sunlight here, even though you've woken up just like it would be morning. It's just those illuminating lights are brighter now.
I might put my hand to the castle wall and do an Arcana check. So far, Arcana checks have been my friend. So
Totally.
let's see, because the lake seems to be the source of the curse. I don't know if it's the dead lady outside or potentially the castle itself. So that Arcana check is a 20.
Holy jeez. You feel there is power here in the castle, but the wall is more like an extension of it, as if you are feeling the fingertip of a greater body.
I'm gonna check that vial.
Again?
Well, I have it pocketed away, but it may be the source of why I woke up startled like that.
Sure. You want to concentrate again, do another Arcana check on it?
Sure. That one's a nat 20.
Holy crap. You can tell this is a enchanted item, not the source of what you're feeling, but it contains some raw magical energy and not what you were looking for at this time.
Alright. I'll keep that
This is
hidden
not
in my
the
back
vial
then.
that you are searching for.
It's not the curse you're searching for. Anyways, so I'll keep that pocketed in my pack and go find the rest of my companions.
All right. Well, you open the door and poke your head out to the hall. Let's check in with Dane and Ray in their room.
Okay. I'm assuming we're just waking up.
Yep. You wake up. You feel great. Restful sleep. Good. It was a good night. That artificial light is a bit brighter now. What do you do?
Well, yawn, stretch, scratch the appropriate parts, and roll on out of bed and open the door into the hallway, I guess.
This is now I understand why Ray won't share a bed with you.
Very dwarf. What do you expect?
Yeah.
I should say hairy male dwarf. I mean, goes with territory.
Hey, elves have fallen for dwarves before, according to Jackson. Yeah, Peter Jackson.
Yes. Yeah. I don't really hold with. I mean, don't necessarily agree with that viewpoint. I mean, Gimli kind of had a thing for Gladriel, but it was, I think, unrequited. So
Well, there's also definitely. Anyway, so you guys also, I guess, poke your heads out and see Castros at the same time.
yes, I would assume so.
Okay. Well, then I guess Alpha is probably standing in the hallway staring at a stone or something. Just,
But of course. What else
Yeah.
would be interested to look at?
Well, I don't know. That's why I wanted to check.
Indeed.
He could be cataloging the pantry items, making notes.
This is true.
Figuring out what flesh bags like to eat.
Do you guys want to go get breakfast, or you?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and step on out and see if we can find the butler who buttles.
Okay. Well. All right. You step out, and you do hear a
Good morning. Have you all refreshed yourself? I trust that you've had a pleasant evening.
Oh yes, thank you. It was very restful.
And you've eaten. We have all the food you could possibly desire provided.
Sounds great.
I'm not eating that food. I'm not going to tell that to him, but in my mind, I'm thinking it. Not eating that food.
Well, when you are ready. Yes?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was simply going to say, when you are ready, the master is expecting you in the great room.
Okay, sounds good.
Did you guys want to go get some food first, or are you gonna just follow him?
I'm not getting food here. I don't trust the food either.
Dane will eat something. He's hungry.
It is exquisite. Like, it tastes amazing. It's like ambrosia to you.
Nice. Meat off the bone, huh?
Perfectly cooked. Like they chill hung it for 45 days, drug it through a warm room, and served it to you.
Perfect. Awesome. All right. So Dane goes back to join the party, wiping the grease from his beard, except for the little leg of lamb that he has stuffed in there for later.
Nice. All right.
You're
Well,
on the riddle, so I guess you go talk with Mr.
I'm hoping we
Bossman.
can just go as a party.
All right.
okay. Well, you make your way down the long hallway, going back basically to what you would recognize as the entrance, except where you walked into this hall, except that it opens up into a great hall, a large room that you enter from the right side. It is very tall, probably, man, like 30-foot ceiling. It's long. There's a big table in the middle and some around the outside. And at the top of one of them sits a aged-looking man. He's, I don't know if you were to guess, probably in his 60s, 70s ish, and pale skin, wears a very heavy like you recognize this is nobility. Like what he is wearing is something of very high social stature. And he is watching you from the moment you come in. The butler goes all the way out to the middle, turns, goes up in front of the table, bows, and says to him, "My lord, the guests which arrived late last night, they have all rested, been fed, and are here to meet with your person." And then he bows again and exits out the far side door.
All right. Well, Dane goes up and stops before the table and bows and um, straightens up after a bit and said, "Pleased to meet you, my lord."
Yes, I'm sure you are. So, Remy says that you are here to speak with me. You do not wish to challenge me. You answered his riddle, which means you have wisdom. You appear to bear arms, so I will assume you have strength. And given that you were able to get here without any of the precursor challenges, I will give it to you that you are cunning. So, why is it you come before me?
Well, actually, we were on a quest to find Theseus's hound, and we thought that said hound might actually reside here.
That hound is the bane of my existence. I keep him at bay on the shore, but only barely. He is a force to be reckoned with, for sure. Are you saying you are here to end him, to get rid of him, to take him away?
Possibly. How is he the bane of your existence?
He's been hounding him the whole time.
Damn you, metalman, taking away my puns.
This was a pun? I was just making an observation.
Anyway, he says, "Why do you think I am here and not out there in the world? I am unable to leave this place lest he hunt me down in person. I must send my emissaries out into the world to do my bidding, and on occasion, one of them gets captured. One of you goody hero types learns that I am here and they could take some of my power, and they come to challenge me, to attempt to kill me, or worse."
Um, Goody hero types. Who exactly are you?
"I am Analius, lord of this castle."
Yeah, that I was hoping for a little bit more information than that. Um, as we were coming through the forest here, we were sensing kind of a darkness that lay over the land. What would you guess to be the source of that darkness?
Well, you must understand first that one species or man's light is another's darkness. So probably what you sense as darkness is my light. My blessing over the land, my guardianship of my people.
And who might your people be? We haven't really seen any people since we've been here.
My people are the ones who dwell dark and deep in the woods. Those who have to retreat from the light of the direct sun. Those who would protect the forest from its roots instead of from its branches.
Kind of like druids.
I believe he is discussing cicadas.
They are my people, yes.
Cicadas. Are your people druids?
Some, I believe, were in the past.
Oh no, not Druish princesses.
Yes, there were some Druish princesses that joined me, unable to resist the draw of my money and power.
It's druidic and druish is different.
Really, whereabouts is your dark helmet right now?
Oh, it's right behind me, see? And he twiddles his finger and the light lights up and you can see the big helmet shining behind him. You know,
Does
like a
this-
trophy case.
Yeah, does this old dude also happen to look like Rick Moranis?
Ooh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, how about that? He's like a cross between Rick Moranis and God, the guy that played the president on Wall E.
Oh.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
All right. I've got a very clear picture now. Thank you.
Fred Willard, that's his name.
Say what?
Fred Willard?
Oh yes, Fred Willard.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Anyway, all right. So why does the hound seem to have such a interest in finding you?
Let's just say we are ideologically opposed.
Okay.
Okay. So here's a question. Can you withstand the light of day?
The sun is not good for me. I burn rather quickly. I would not be pleasant.
Ah. Okay.
Alright.
Um,
Well, we need to take Theseus's hound away from here. So,
all right.
Yeah, it says it would be unlikely that the hound would leave willingly at this point. You might have to persuade him with force.
Okay. Well, tell you what. Can you get us back to the mainland easily?
Oh, yes. Very easily.
Perfect.
Do you wish to go now?
I think so.
Excellent.
And we will find this hound for you.
And what are you to do with him?
Oh. We will eventually take him back to his master.
You do that. He reaches down and grabs a little bell and rings it. And a moment later, Remy comes in and says, Yes, master. Hey, master. Take these Adventurers, back through the main gate. Provide them transport to the shore. They are under my protection. They are going to rid us of the hound.
Yes, sir.
He bows, yes, sir, and signals you back through the middle door this time, kind of behind you. And you exit, and just as the door is closing, you hear a.
This guy seems to be an evil alignment.
And the butler keeps walking, kind of waddling down the halls, and opens the door to the exterior. You can see there's a cloud overhead that is obscuring direct sunlight from falling onto your position, but it is mid-morning now. And there is a boat on the dock. So basically there's like a long causeway that you can walk down to a dock and then get onto a boat.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
As you get near, one thing that you do notice, just because all your passive perceptions are high enough, is while it looks like wood planks, these are definitely not wooden planks holding the boat together.
What are they?
Well, someone would have to investigate to find out.
Investigate! I got 14.
Okay, you're taking a look, and you.
Does Alpha get any bonuses to investigation in this structure?
Well, explain to me what you would want and why, and we'll see.
Oh, well, naturally, he's intrigued by any sort of construction or developments that are going on in the area and takes great interest on any technological developments, especially. So he wishes to go and see what this vessel is made out of and if it is properly constructed.
Fine, I'll give you a proficiency, a bonus on investigation.
All right, then that puts his investigation at 20.
Oh, crap. All right, well, I was just going to go with highest roll, and I think you guys are good at 20.
Yeah.
You look down, you say, fascinating. This boat is comprised entirely of fingernails and toenails.
Oh.
Excellent utilization of waste matter.
Uh-huh, sure thing, Alpha.
Hmm.
All right,
So we make it to shore.
we climb in the boat and we push off.
All right, you push off, and you find that the boat seems to move on its own. It slides across the surface of the river without propulsion and without a ripple. It's almost like it's floating across the water until it gets all the way to the shore, and you are able to get off. You see the area where you would approach the castle is about 90 degrees from where you were previously, so this trip takes a little longer, and you're a bit further down. You step off onto shore, and you hear a familiar voice from behind you in the water.
Oh, you came back.
Yep.
You said we'd come back.
Don't get your hopes up. We're just passing through.
Won't one of you keep me company?
No.
Oh. You made a promise that you would call me a companion when you came back.
No, I said I would give you companions, and sure, I will. I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals and leave her some animal friends. Until we're out of eyesight, and then I'm gonna quit the concentration. But so this summon what is it? 8 half level challenge ratings.
Oh, good lord. All
No,
right.
8 beasts of quarter level challenge ratings.
So 8 1/4 level ones. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I guess. Would that be roll to cast?
That's an 11 plus 9 is 20, so yeah, it's good.
Okay. So you're. Oh, man. Let me just roll a couple of these and a couple of these. I'm just going to roll for 4 of them, and then we'll just double up what I get. So, all right. So 10. So 2 wolves, two pseudo dragons, 2 giant wolf spiders, and 2 constrictor snakes.
That's
All
6.
show up. That's 6. 2, 4, 6. I thought I did 8.
The pseudo
2,
dragons, wolf
2 wolves,
spiders.
2. Yeah, 2 of each. So 2 wolves, 2 pseudo dragons.
2 wolf spiders.
Yeah, 2 wolf spiders and 2 constrictor snakes. That's 8.
Yep, the wolves at the beginning. That's good. All right,
Okay.
give her some animal friends for a bit.
She's overwhelmed. She's just like,
Oh, thank you so much. Come, my pets.
she starts petting the dogs and stuff. And is this the point where you start walking away?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. She's just so happy.
Thank you so much for your kindness. No one has ever been so kind to me. Thank you.
Aw. Alright, fine, I'll concentrate for them as long as I can. They do have a range thing, though. I don't think once we leave a range of like 60 feet, they'll disappear.
Okay. Well, still, you do that and you work your way up shore and
You
they
never said
start
they would be
disappearing.
permanent companions.
True.
No, I feel bad. Oh well, I at least gave her some friends for a short
Well,
while.
once we get out in the forest, if any one of those other things come by, maybe you can charm whatever or charm animal and lead a real animal back to her. Preferably something that'll survive in the water, like an alligator or something.
I don't have charm animal. I have charm person, but not charm animal. I could speak with
You can-
animals.
There, just convince an animal. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Um,
Yeah.
okay.
Or you meet
So-
zombie things, and you charm that and give that to her.
I don't think I
Oh
can
my
charm
God.
undead. With
Yeah,
charm person.
generally undead are immune to charm.
Okay.
But anyways.
Anyway, yeah. Okay, so you guys venture into the woods and let's see. Just for fun, roll me a perception check.
Ooh, Dane got a nat 20.
Okay. Dane, I'm not even going to bother with the others. With the nat 20, that pretty much covers it. Briefly after coming into the woods, you lock eyes with someone you recognize. It's the old man that you met all the way back when you first entered the woods. He's staring at you.
The naked mole rat problem.
All right, well let's go greet him.
Awesome. But you walk up and he looks at you with just a puzzled look. Says, You came back from the island. This is very strange. No one
Well-
ever comes back.
We made the Lord a deal he didn't want to refuse.
Interesting. You must be very powerful indeed. This is quite unexpected.
Now, I wouldn't say that we're really powerful. We just did a good job of flim-flamming him.
Yes, I had an old friend who was good at that, but he's been gone so long now.
Oh. Hey, you wouldn't happen to know anything about Theseus's hound, would you?
Oh, no one's spoken of that beast in a long time. I do know something. It's it's like it's in a fog. Like I should know more, but I can't remember it. I know he was here or is here, but I can't remember anything else.
Okay. What are you doing in this very dangerous stretch of woods?
Oh, I speak for the trees, for the trees have no tongues.
Hmm.
Okay.
How are you associated with the Lord and the castle in any way?
Oh no, not at all.
Good.
Can you tell us about him?
Oh, he's a bad man. Very, very bad man. He's
Yeah,
been there for eons.
Ah. Is he actually a man or is he something else?
He's something. I don't know what. I think he was a man once, but again, long, long ago.
Yeah, there may be a reason he's against wolf type creatures, i.e. werewolves versus uh let's say creatures who can't go into sunlight.
Or it could be a lick.
Oh.
A lich.
Yep, a lich.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of the island?
Apparently just one.
Depends on the size of the island, I would assume. All right. So, old man, can you actually communicate with the trees?
Oh, yes, they speak to me.
Can you ask them if they have perhaps seen Theseus's hound and maybe kind of point us in the right direction?
Oh, sure. He goes up and he places his hand on a tree and he starts to laugh and he goes, "The tree says, I'm pointing. Problem is, I'm pointing in all directions at once. I've really branched out."
Jeez.
Honey trees.
Well,
Can
this
Cap
seems quite
meditate on
pointless.
this?
What? Sorry, I couldn't hear you over Alpha.
Could Castors meditate on this?
Sure. What are you trying to meditate for? Like, explain.
I've been able to in the past meditate to like locate areas like in the ocean. So maybe I could locate, or at least like kind of do what he's doing, speak with the trees or Nate forces of nature in general.
Sure.
Religion check then.
Yeah. You sit down and kind of start, I guess, like feeling the trees.
Yeah. Not that way. That was a 22.
That's 22. Well, that's a good roll.
I'm 18.
You you start, yeah. Again, here I was gonna say you slide your hand sensually up the tree bark, but then you said not in that way. So the tree gives a little shiver as you tickle it.
God.
The Well, you gave me so many ideas. I wasn't gonna go there at all, and then you just like filled my head. So you get more of a feeling than anything else. This kind of like there's an aura, and when you open your eyes and look around you, you see all the different life glowing in the forest around you. You see the Lord of the Castle's creatures in like purple hues beneath the surface and far back in the shadows. You see the dark greens of the trees around you glowing up through the canopy and spreading out. You see the bright orange of your companions around you, the entities glowing within them. And as you look around and pan back, you see the old man who actually appears as a vibrant blue, totally standing out from the rest of the forest.
This is your benevolent GM, and this is an ad break. We have a book. Please visit Azentuary.com for Azentuary, the Saga of Erda. Basically, season 1 of our podcast. Learn all of the weird inside jokes. Get to read the adventure instead of listen to it. And solve the mystery that is Erda. Again, that's Azentuary.com, where you can order your copy today.
Okay.
Huh. Is there anything around that looks like a hound shape?
No.
So I turn. I'll turn my attention back to the old man then. So what do you remember?
Oh. I remember men walking through the forest, taking the trail that came to the lake. I remember so many going out to that island and none returning. And as the adventurers came, the cloud grew overhead, blocking out the sun. The strength of the creatures coming up from the ground increasing. The trees themselves becoming twisted. I could feel the energy of the ones on the outside, dark and verdant, and the ones on the inside, yellow and fading. There is something that comes from that place. I remember walking with them, but now I walk against them.
That's all you remember?
Well, give me guidance. What do you guys want me to talk about? I'm trying to, pull on some memories that this guy might have, but if you guide him towards something, I could probably come up with a better narrative.
I'm wondering if he's Theseus's hound.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too.
Like a werewolf?
No. So the Lord of the Castle told us that he dares not leave his castle because Theseus's hound is, hunting him, and so, and you say you're standing against him too. Are you perhaps one and the same?
Oh, I don't know anything about that. I'm just here. He doesn't try to come over, at least that I can ever remember. I just stand here and tend to the trees. I fix the saplings that fall. I help the acorns find purchase. I am just one with the forest.
You said you had a companion way back when that was good at flim-flamming too. What did he look like?
Oh, strong and noble. He was definitely one of the greatest men I've ever known.
Did he have what did he actually look like?
Oh God, I'm so old that his face is fuzzy to me. I remember his shining armor, his flashing sword. I remember him running into battle and being unstoppable. But now that you ask me to pull upon his face, I cannot see it. Oh,
I see.
oh, the ravages of time on the mind of an old man.
Yes, I feel for you. Did you happen to run into battle at his side?
You see him put his hand up on his head and he thinks, says, "Yes. Oh, I was so fast and young. God, I remember the smell of blood. Oh, the power, the rush of it all. Yes, I was there. Yes, I fought with my friend."
Did you fight with teeth and claws rather than weapon?
I only remember violence and blood spray, nothing more.
How can we help you perhaps get your memory back?
Oh, what could you do? There is a spirit that befouls the lake. Perhaps if you could free it, if you could cleanse the lake of its presence. I often feel the foggiest when I get down near to it.
Okay.
Okay.
Does the spirit take the form of a lady of some kind?
Oh, yes, you have met her.
All right. Yes. We can attempt to do that. And are you going to stay right here?
I am never far away. As I said, I speak for the trees. They have much to speak about.
Okay. Well, if we happen to defeat the spirit, what's the quickest way we can find you?
Um, Come into the forest. Split a piece of wood and I am there. Lift a stone and you shall find me.
All right. Sounds good. We'll be back.
For the spirit in the lake, I'm wondering if I could do a history check and see if anybody in my druid circle has mentioned it before.
Oh, speaking of which, I think it might not be a bad idea. Um, so is it pretty cloudy out here, or is the sun actually out?
If you guys made it all the way into the woods, which I assume you did, then there's the sun is out there. The cloudiness was only back near the island.
Okay, perfect. Why don't you take out your moonstone and have it
Radiate sunlight.
no, not radiate, absorb.
Oh, yeah.
Charge it in sunlight because I want to go back and visit that lord if we can get Theseus's hound and maybe cleanse the whole area of this kind of evil. And I have a feeling that your moonstone radiating sunlight will be very helpful.
You're right. So yeah, I'll take it out and wave it around, I guess. Like one would a Polaroid.
You gonna like rub it on your hair or...
I'm thinking more along the lines of just having it out, like a solar panel, soaking in the
Yes.
sun.
Could I
But
do
remember you do what?
You're trying to think of the shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it like a Polaroid picture.
No, I was thinking of when they did the different traditions of Polaroid commercial where they're like, remember the vigorous head rub of, I think, Japan or something like that, where they would take the picture and then rub it on their head.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that.
That was an interesting commercial.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could do a history check to see if anybody in my druid circle has mentioned this kind of thing before, with like the
Yeah,
the
go for
spirit
it.
of the lake.
Do it.
That is an 8 on history check.
You no.
Yeah, I figured.
Sorry.
Well, let's go back and talk with the nice lady in the lake.
Okay. Sounds good. Second. I need more die. Actually, no, I'm probably good. All right. Yeah, let's go back and talk to the nice lady.
Okay. you guys go back and you approach and you see the various images, the one tailored to each of you. Let me grab it and make sure that we revisit it so everyone's refreshed on what they see.
I guess that's right.
So yes, you each find a female version of your race, your species.
Okay. So go up, not in the water, but close to the water, and be like, "Hello, can we ask you a few questions?"
You gave me companions and they vanished.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but we might be able to get you out of here, and you can make new companions if you answer a few questions. We're not gonna kill her. I want to try freeing her humanely. Why is this coming from Castro? Oh well. It's like. Anyways, do you remember how you got in here?
I went for a swim long ago. I've just been swimming ever since.
Must keep swimming, must keep swimming.
So all you want to do is make friends?
Yes, absolutely. Like that one over there.
And she looks at Dane, and Dane, make a wisdom saving throw really quick.
We're not gonna kill her.
$15.
Nice. Okay, so you get this like feeling for a moment, like you can really do something to help, and you take a couple steps, and then you shake it off, and you're like, "No, I don't think so."
Okay.
I'll try freeing her in a way that's not gonna kill her.
You're on a short time clock here, so.
Oh my god. Are there any fish in the water that I can see?
There does not appear to be any. No.
Any animals nearby?
No, there's nothing like immediately near you. There might be like a squirrel up a tree or something.
She
And
doesn't.
then, oh, go ahead.
Just the Dane just wants to kill her to get it over with.
Well, that's definitely one way to free the spirit.
I feel like there's another way if we give her a friend. I don't know what friend would work. I don't think the animal fae work if they were with her long enough?
See, as long as she's alive, she's still going to have that effect. That befuddling illusion effect.
But if she gets a friend, her like spirit will be fulfilled and she'll be freed. There's more than one way to free a ghost.
He says, maybe.
What about you, my fellow tiefling?
And the focuses on Castros, and Castros make a wisdom saving throw.
That is a 14.
Okay. You start moving towards her, and you cannot help but start to walk in the water and move towards her with your arms out.
Oh. Okay.
She says,
Yes. Oh, thank you for coming here. Embrace me.
Let's see.
Well, you're on your own, Casseros. Thanks, Ray. Such a nice companion. I know, right? All I ever do is help you guys out when you need healing.
all right, well, given that was how they reacted.
Actually, no.
Castros,
No.
oh.
Sorry, no. That was how Ray reacted. Dane's going to cast Scorching Ray
Oh, you broke up a bit right there.
I said Dane's going to cast Scorching Ray at the spirit.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Ooh. Okay, that'll work. That is a 17 to hit.
You hit.
All right, I'm sending all 3 rays at her. So I gotta roll some dice here. So, the first one is 3 damage.
Okay.
The second one is 3 damage, and the third one is 9 damage. And that's all fire damage.
Yeah, she screams and flies backwards right as she was about to, like, she was reaching up to kiss Castros. And she flies backwards and lands down beneath the water, just like the top of her head showing as you see it shake back and forth just violently.
All right,
And then,
cool.
yeah.
So for my second attack, I'm gonna cast my javelin at her.
Okay.
I roll again because I'm right next to my companions. I gotta love infernal luck. Unfortunately, that is only an 11 to hit.
Okay. Well, your javelin misses. She is in the water. I mean,
Yeah, I was hoping
Yeah.
to hit her right before she went completely under. So,
well, it went off to the side and your javelin disappears beneath the surface.
okay. Well, I'll just have it returned to my hand.
Okay. Then, all right. At this point, since everyone else is up on the surface, she jumps forward and attacks the only person she can in retribution. So she's basically responding to Dane, but hits Castros.
Okay.
And yep, and that is a. Oh, never mind. It's a 14 to hit.
Nope, just barely does not hit.
Nice. So she flies back up and takes a swing just blindly, and you dodge it as she thinks she's hitting back towards Dane, but accidentally swings towards you. And all right, I guess either Castros' turn or Ray at this point.
So her head seemed to like jerk violently when she fell under the water.
Well,
No,
she
fire.
got hit by 3 fire blasts.
Okay, then it's not the water.
Oh yeah, and Alpha could do something in there too, but
So from before, when I parted the water, it seemed that like her physical form was connected to said water, correct?
you displaced her with the water.
Yes. I'm wondering, part of control water is that I can redirect flow. So, no, it has to be flowing water, darn it. But essentially, I could move the direction of water even like onto shore or over obstacles.
True.
So, I don't think flood would work.
Well, you could possibly, whatever water she's in, you could take that water and throw it up onto dry land.
That's what I was thinking of doing. But redirect flow only works with moving water.
Oh, okay.
Flowing water. Flood, maybe? It can make a
Yeah, flood would work because you could raise the area she's in and then flood it over the bank.
Yeah, that works. I'll do that. That is 18 plus 9 for it to work. So 27, that works.
Jeez. Yes, it does. All right. She is swept up. Well, and Castros with.
Yep.
Her and Castros get swept up together and violently thrown onto shore. Let's both roll a 1d20. So me and Castros. And all right, what do you get?
14.
You got a 12. You got a 14. I think we both missed the trees. I was gonna do 10 or less was an impact, so we both missed the trees, land on land, and she starts screaming.
All right, nice.
I feel so bad.
Well, I know, but look at it this way: we're putting her out of her misery because she was probably corrupted by the thing on the island. So we're, it might be brutal, but we're freeing her.
She is twisting and screaming like a fish that's been thrown ashore. It looks like her skin is melting off. Her hair is falling out.
All right, Alpha Ray. She's in a lot of pain. Is there something you want to do to her?
This is quite fascinating. I have never witnessed accelerated decay like this before. Is this what occurs when you dispel a spirit?
This is what's occurring as we are dispelling this particular spirit.
Curious. You know, I have read many texts in the religious tomes of many other deities in order to better acquaint myself with why Gond is so much greater than them, and this is the first time I have heard of dispelling a spirit through purely violent means. It is quite fascinating to watch.
Well, unfortunately, Alpha, none of us are a cleric or a paladin, so we can't dispel the spirit by turning undead or banishing undead or anything along those lines. So you got to do the best we can with the tools at hand.
Yeah, if I was a water druid, potentially, but
Yeah.
I'm not. So
So, are you going to want to try and help put her out of her misery, or are you just going to stand there and watch her thrash around and scream in pain?
I can attempt. I guess Alpha walks over to where she's thrashing in pain on the ground, says, "Hello," and goes to punch her in the head.
oh, I feel so bad.
Terrifying.
So you get advantage on your hits, by the way.
Okay. So that would be 12 on an attempted punch.
That's the highest of your two rolls for that punch.
Yeah. 12
Okay,
and
that
an 8.
myth. Yeah, she's
Right.
writhing around so much you go to strike and miss.
Oh, wait. Sorry, I rolled a d6 instead of a d20. Never
Oh
mind.
yeah, that doesn't work.
No, sorry. Actually, of the two would be 15.
She's
Okay.
slithering around.
Well, then, since he missed the first one, he just goes, and then 24.
That strikes.
Okay. And that would be, I guess, 10 damage to the head.
Okay. You
She's still slithering.
Yeah, she's still slithering. You definitely felt like some crunching and that piece of skin where you struck just sloughed off, exposing the skull underneath.
Alpha goes, and then just kind of heats up his hand for another punch, and I rolled a 19.
That hits.
All right. And he goes to attempt another coup de grace, and that's 7 damage.
Okay. You hear sizzling, and it smells really bad, like really, really bad. But she's still writhing around.
Oh, Alpha stands back up with his gooey hand, says, "Fascinating, very durable creature."
Ray, do you want to do something?
Yeah, I'll try to put this thing out of its misery. I'm gonna stab it, I guess, with my short sword.
Okay. Again, you do get advantage.
$15 to hit.
Does not hit.
Alrighty, use my extra attack and try again. If at first you don't succeed. Alrighty, that is a 22 to hit.
That hits for sure.
That's 5 damage.
Okay. Yep. You sink it in, and it's hurt. you tear off some more chunks of flesh, not enough to stop it from moving.
Okay.
All right. So is it Dane's turn again?
No, it's got to have a chance to do something. So it rolls, and it's gonna. Let's see. Alpha is probably the closest to it, being that he just punched it in the head. So it's gonna reach out and, well, actually, I guess, hold on. Ray is right there too. Let me just do a 50-50 and see who gets it. Because you tried poking. Oh, I guess I got Alpha anyway. So first off, it's gonna reach out and try to like grab your ankle for an anchor, Alpha, and that's reach for a 19. I guess just roll a 1d20 to see if you like move out of the way, if you want to dodge your leg out of the way.
Yeah, I guess attempt. 14.
Okay, so it grabs on, and you feel that it's starting to pull hard against you to try and throw itself back towards the lake. And as it does, really quick, make me a Constitution save.
Do, do, do. 18.
Okay, yeah, you're totally fine. You anchor hard and fast, and she throws herself off and moves 15 feet down towards the water. She got a really good push off of you.
Okay.
Okay.
And you notice her scream again, and she takes more damage. So let me roll for the out of water damage for herself really quick. Ooh, ouch. And 9, so... Yeah, so she's taken, she's melting fast. So now go ahead, Dane.
All right. Dane's going to cast Firebolt at her.
Okay.
Ooh, that's no bueno. That's only a 10 to hit.
Yeah, that does not hit.
All right. So I guess second attack, he's going to cast his javelin at her.
Okay.
That's only 12.
Also misses.
Yeah.
She's wiggling and moving a lot.
Yeah. Two bad rolls in a row.
All right, Casros.
All right. You don't have to mouth things. You can just tell me. What?
You can cast Entangle at her. Keep her from the water.
Entangle actually. Oh yeah. I was just gonna walk on over with a flame blade and stab her with that.
That'll work.
So to conjure that, that's a 17 plus 9 to conjure slash. Yeah, just that's to conjure.
Yeah, it's conjured.
Then to hit, I'm just gonna use my scimitar stats. That's a 15.
Damage?
No, to hit. Well,
Oh,
or
geez.
unless you take the spell attack bonus for that.
Oh, let's see what it would be. Did you roll a 15?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you roll a 15 plus the attack bonus. That would be a hit then.
Oh.
No, I think that's 15.
Oh, if it's a 10 plus the spell attack bonus, then that's a 19.
I think it's be just a regular attack bonus.
Well, it doesn't say on the spell.
If it's magical, though,
Then it would use the spell attack bonus, wouldn't it?
I'm just gonna give it to you as that. Just to give me damage.
Okay.
I don't want to get into a big rules lawyering argument about it.
I don't really call it an argument. I'm just trying to suss out the stuff.
True.
At 16 fire damage.
Holy crap! You cremate her.
At least I put her out of her misery. I don't know why. I just feel so bad.
She's kind of pathetic.
I
But,
could have saved her some other way.
Lest you forget, there is a huge pile of bones at the bottom of the lake right where she was, so she's probably had many, many victims over the years.
Well, we don't know if she meant for that to happen or not.
It doesn't matter.
Anyways.
Well, she's toast now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has been dispelled.
you can
Yep.
weep in sympathy as she,
Like Tanjiro is like,
just a single.
nah,
Running
Castros doesn't cry.
Maybe Jeremy can cry for
Jeremy doesn't cry either. Jeremy's a stoic, stone cold sloth. Jeremy shows no emotion other than joy.
her. Jeremy shows no emotion. Jeremy shows no mercy.
I'll bet Carl finds a way.
You just see a claw go out and point down.
Oh my god.
Okay. Anyway, all right. So we get rid of the poor spirit and let's go back and see if we can find the old man.
All right. You walk into the woods, and what do you want to do? Like call out for him, or look for him, or how are you looking for him?
Well, jump into the trees and rustle the
Lift
branches.
the stone and he'll be there, or
Like break a branch. I'll tickle a tree.
there you go. Castros is gonna tickle the tree.
Didn't you know? I was
It's-
called the tree tickler back in the day.
Hmm. So I'm sure there's going to be some interesting fan art from that. He you tickle the tree and he comes back up. Okay, that laughter. Good lord. So much. Please stop.
All right. Okay. We have gotten rid of that lake spirit. Does that help you at all?
Yes, it helps immensely. I mean, that was one of the big problems here. I mean, that was like the first guardian of the lake, and I can already tell that the borders here are starting to fuzz and fade instead of being such a hard line around the lake. Look, a fish just jumped. We haven't had a fish jump there in, well, as long as I can remember.
Oh, fantastic. So is there any way else we can help you?
Well, ultimately, I think we're going to have to challenge the Lord of the Castle, because if you look, you see the clouds. They only hang above the castle. They spread from there. And now we've softened the border. I can feel everything that is under the ground moving back towards the castle, where they used to radiate far and deep into the woods. They are being pulled backwards as the woods is able to now fight back even just a little.
Okay,
If you can cut out the cancer, I believe the body of the world can heal itself.
Well, we are perfectly willing to do that. Is there any way that you can help us?
I can tell you that if you take the challenge of wisdom, he will ask you questions about people. The answer to everything has something to do with who you are. With men and women, children, the animals that walk on two legs, not those that walk on four.
Okay. So are you saying our best bet for victory is through the challenge of wisdom?
Yes, you cannot defeat him on strength. The very earliest is to overcome a simple door. And I get the feeling that this is not a challenge that you will best.
Oosh. Oh, that's harsh. Shots fired. Okay. All right, fine. You will go back and challenge the old man.
You mean the Lord of the Castle?
Yes.
Okay, as I say, don't challenge the poor old man of the woods.
No. I have a feeling we're going to need him.
Yes.
Is
yes.
that the only reason you're not challenging him?
No.
It's the way you said that. Just yeah, don't challenge the poor old man. Like, no, I have a feeling we're gonna need him. Like, like you're not gonna do it just out of companionship? Wow, you people really are cruel. This is why I prefer the animal kingdom. Everything's laid out. Survival of the fittest.
Stop being such a drama queen, Castros.
It's my job.
All right. All right, so let's crawl back in the boat and go back to the castle.
Okay. You go back to the shore and you can see that boat you had used is still sitting there. And I'm assuming you go up and get in, but it does not move.
Because we haven't taken care of the hound.
Can we not paddle it ourselves across the lake?
I don't know.
Are there oars in the boat?
There do not appear to be any.
Well, let's go see if we can't fashion some oars.
Ooh, this is my area of expertise. I'm gonna go find a tree that, like, some fallen branches or a fallen log or something.
Okay.
All right. Roll your nature.
Dum-de-dum. It's a 20.
Oh, geez. Yeah, you find the perfect stick to use, or log to use to make a set of oars.
Alright, I'll set about carving away at it to make some oars with my dagger.
Okay, so you start doing that, and you're kind of hacking away, and at least at one point it crosses your mind. You have a monk whose entire mission in life is to make things perfectly, and you're not utilizing him.
Yep.
Oh, but he's having fun watching someone else actually attempt to apply things.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm using my skills from living in the wild. I'm not the worst when it comes to wood carving and, like, grass weaving and natural resources like that.
Let's see about that. Give me a crafting roll.
I'll have a crafting bonus. Or at least, like, we never decided one. It's not like a normal skill.
Fine. Sleight of hand, or it either your roll plus your dex, or roll plus sleight of hand.
They're the same.
Okay.
Go and make a liar out of me, wouldn't you? It's a 7.
You have the shape correct.
Well,
Dane's gonna ask Castros. Castros, would you like Alpha to help? We need to get back to this island sometime in our lifetime.
fine. You'll give, like, the misshape or, like, the outline of oars
There
to
you go. Alpha, would you
Alpha
care to
walks
help?
over and just kind of, you see his arm actually fold back, and he has built-in crafting tools into his structure as an envoy. Nobody ever asked him to craft anything.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So I guess that would be 17.
You take the rough shape and turn it into a finely finished ore.
Very nice. Cool. All right. Well, let's take those finely finished oars and take them back to the boat and see if we can't paddle across the lake.
All right. You guys go for it. Who is paddling first?
I guess Dane will try. He does. I'm guessing this is a strength check.
Yes, that's why I was curious.
Yeah. Let's have Dane try. Ooh. That is a 19.
Oh yeah. You're like, yeah, this is kind of like, when you gotta pick up a sheep and toss it, or, push a whole, carnivore. I don't know, whatever Dane's background you're choosing to draw on for this one, and you just start going for it. So, yeah, good job.
Perfect. All right. So I'm assuming we make it back across the lake then?
Yep, you push this thing all the way out to the island, and you're able to get there. And it's interesting. You don't actually have to lash it to anything. It just stays. Like when you get it somewhere, it just stops and stays there.
Oh, must
Yeah,
be all the
doesn't.
fingernails and toenails just naturally just kind of grip.
Yeah, exactly. They grip everything, even liquid water.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
All right.
You are back at the castle.
He probably won't be too happy to see us.
That's fine. We'll just say that we could not locate Theseus's hound. Or either that, we'll just come in and say we're here to challenge him.
Either or.
Okay, so we're gonna walk back into the front door there.
Okay, and you are met by Remy. He says,
right.
Oh, welcome back, sirs and madam. I take it you have changed your mind. The deal that you made with the master is unacceptable?
Yeah, we changed our mind. We would like to challenge your master.
Ah, yes, very nice. Please, come inside. You have already passed the initial round, so allow me to take you directly to him.
he walks in and through the middle door, which opens up into the great hall, and the master is sitting there at his table, and the butler says,
My lord, they are here to challenge you. As they have already passed the entrance riddle, I felt it appropriate to bring them directly to your audience.
and the master, yes, yes, this is acceptable. Be gone. And Remy bows and disappears out the door. So you're
All right.
standing there, and the Lord looks at you.
So, you wish to challenge me?
Yes,
Are you
in the
here?
area of wisdom.
Wisdom. I shall ask you a question. If you wish a hint, I shall give it to you in the form of a riddle. So, here is the question. 7 exit and 9 enter. 2 pour and 1 drinks.
7 exit, 9 enter. 1 pour.
No.
Two pour, one drinks.
Two pour, one drinks.
Well, that is that's very. So I'm assuming this is a riddle.
Yes, and if you would like a hint, he will give you another riddle, which the answer is a hint to this one.
Mm-hmm. Well, guys, do we have any thoughts or ideas?
I think the 2 pours important. 2 pour and 1 drinks.
Oh, okay.
What?
All right. How about this? So surely, 7 days of menstruation exit and 9 months of pregnancy enter. 2 breasts pour and the baby drinks.
Ah! You worshipper of Googleism.
I knew you did that too. You cheat.
He has the googly eyes.
Yes.
Why'd you do that?
Her faith penetrates all the places of the world. Ugh.
Yes. Google is a pernicious thing.
He
Why'd you do
Hisses
that?
and curses and throws himself up, and what you see is the facade of the old man melt away. And beneath him, you see this just like hideous, snarling, snaggled looking creature, almost like half rat, half human. And you notice he has 2 long teeth out the front. His fingernails are extended and come to a point. His nose even comes down and is pointy. His hair completely falls out and is gone. He's completely bald, and he's wrapped in a black coat jacket.
All right.
You know, like holding them together.
Okay. So kind of a hideous, mummified were-rat type person.
Yes.
Hmm.
Lord Cicada.
Hey, there's a weird bug that looks like Dad. Let's kill it. Okay. I was.
That was really random. Okay.
Okay, here's how my train of thought went. As soon as you were just like, I was gonna say, oh, let's kill it, and then it reminded me of that quote, so I had to quote it.
Okay. Anyway.
Let's kill it.
Yeah.
That's the
So
main
what
takeaway.
is this thing doing?
He jumps back and hisses, and then you see kind of a like glitter appear over him and coat his body before he jumps up onto the table and then leaps forward at you.
Okay. Castros, do you want to bring out your moonstone and radiate daylight?
Sure thing. I'll do that.
Okay, so you take that out, and you're just holding it flat in your hand.
Yeah, like a crucifix.
All right. So he is
Hold it
already
out.
coming.
The power
You're
of
holding
sun
it like
tells you.
okay. The power of sun compels you. Okay, so you leap forward, or he leaps forward, and you're holding that out, and then you just turn it on.
Well,
Is that basically it?
sure.
I mean, because it just like releases the light that it's stored.
Yeah.
All right, so he's flying forward towards you. All of a sudden, like bursts into flames, and then he starts and he's like trying to put himself out. He stops, drops, and rolls, and you see him just torched, and he's twitching on the ground. He's not dead. He's just hurt, and he's like screaming about the light. And in a flash, you see mist come around like completely envelop him, and he disappears, leaving only mist behind.
Cool. We did.
Well, we don't know. He might have, he might be, he might still be kind of a vampire, and he might have turned himself to mist to escape. So he might have gone down, like into the dungeon or something, or he might be dispelled. I don't know yet, but
don't know.
we shouldn't count our victories before they're hatched.
Yeah, because
Don't
especially
count your
since
victories before they're hatched. I like this one.
Anyway, what were you saying, Ben?
Well, that's which is good because so you see that happen, and I was gonna see what anyone else does. So all of a sudden, there's that poof, and he's not right in front of you there anymore.
Okay. As the
So
mist
what
is the mist
what do you
lingering?
guys do? Yes, the mist lingers.
Torch it.
Okay.
You torch it.
Yeah.
Burn the mist.
Is the mist have any kind of a corporeal form, or is it just kind of
No, it's just a silvery mist that is there. It's like a poof of a cloud.
okay. So this great hall that we are in, so 30-foot ceilings, is I'm just thinking, is the roof above us?
Yes.
Okay. Alpha, do you happen to have one of those exploding babies on you?
Why, yes, I do. Thank you for paying attention to my construction.
You're welcome. Can you possibly arm one of those babies and throw it up towards the ceiling and see if we can't punch a hole in the ceiling to possibly let daylight in?
Excellent idea. And he just, I don't know, what would I roll to chuck a baby?
We figured it out once. Let me see if I have it here.
It was like Dex proficiency something.
Yeah, roll. It was like a 1d10 times 10 for maximum chuck, something like that. I'm not sure where I stored it, but I do have it somewhere. Just roll a whatever it is, a 1d10, and that'll determine how far you throw it.
All right.
And then I'll see if I can find it.
1d10. No pluses. 4.
Here it is. Hold on. Throw distance is d20 plus strength plus d20 plus dex.
Okay, d20 plus strength. Oh, gosh.
So roll 2 d20s, add your strength and your dex.
Okay, 4 and 5. So 2d20 plus strength and dex. 43.
So yes, you can chuck it all the way up to the peak into the rafters. Or you chuck it all the way up there.
Okay, then the baby hath been chucked.
All right, baby.
I light the
chucked.
baby and throw it. So you see Alpha's hand just start glow red hot and just light a little fuse, and then boom, up it goes.
Well, I'm gonna say that the first off, the roof automatically fails its dexterity saving throw.
Well, it's not a very dexterous roof.
Can you imagine if it succeeded?
Yeah, no kidding. I'm not even gonna
It was
try.
a nat 20.
It doesn't try. So it does take 5d6 fire damage, and it is flammable, so it will begin to burn. So let's start with that. So Alex, give me a 5d6 fire damage.
A 5d6. 18.
Okay, so 18 damage blows a hole in that section. Everything around the sorry, and by that section I mean, oh wow, a 20-foot radius. So guys, this is gonna rain down some stuff on you, because it basically just it blew the roof wide open and it's flaming and falling. So actually, everyone better just make a dexterity saving throw.
Okie dokie. I got an 8.
Oh no.
Ray got a 21.
Okay, well, Ray, you're fine.
Alpha got 24. Alpha's very
And he's
dexterous.
fine.
Dane got a 19.
Okay, so of course, Castros is going to be the only one that gets hurt by this.
Castros is mesmerized by the power of the babies up close. She only saw it from afar in the market. Sorry.
It's like fascinating, such destructive power. Could harnessing the power of small children really be more powerful than nature?
Well, so it's a burning piece of wood that comes down and hits you for 6, and it's a combination of impact and fire damage.
Okay.
It's mostly impact, but you are also, I mean, it's hot. I just figured I'd let you know.
Not well, my tieflings, I've got hellish resistance to fire.
Yeah, so that doesn't hurt you, but the impact still hurts like hell because you got hit by a beam. I mean, it wasn't as bad as with that, the girder that fell when your guys were underwater, but it is a log, effectively.
Got it.
Log, it's log, it's big, it's
Ow,
heavy,
my
it's
head.
Heavy, it's wood. It's log, log. It's better than bad, it's good.
It's good. Everyone wants a log. Come on and get your log.
Anyway,
Log, log.
so that comes down, and you hear a bunch of screaming because apparently the guy only made it about 30 feet with his misty step from where he was, and was met with a rain of fiery things coming down on him, bright light for that full 40-foot radius, as well as now the sunlight that comes through and burns him for an absurd amount of damage because that is pure direct sunlight. So let me just, out of curiosity, roll this. That is 18. Like 25 immediate solar damage. Yeah, he's toast. He screams and burns and bursts into flames. And he's dead. And you hear from the side, "What? Where am I? What am I doing here?" The door opens and you see Remy come in. Is hello? Who are you? How did I get here?
Aw, you poor soul.
Oh, we don't really know. All we knew is apparently you buttled for the Lord of the Castle here.
Buttled? I'm an adventurer. I came here to fight him.
Oh, well, apparently you lost. Do you have any idea what kind of being he was?
No, I don't. I was drawn here because of the power of this place. It was legendary. It was said that if you could defeat the Lord of the Castle, you would gain dominion over the lake and all that is around it.
I see.
Are we
Alpha's eyes
lords
light
now?
up and say, "A new homeland for Gond.
Oh, God.
Gondoria shall spread here like no other."
Oh, Alpha, you can rework this castle into the first church, into a church of Fergond.
Most excellent idea.
Yes, we should definitely keep that in mind, but first we need to save the world. And then...
Well, now you've...
We're gone.
And you might have to rebuild the roof since you just blew it up. Oh, by the
Well-
way, yeah, all of those roof pieces are still burning around you, and this area is full of smoke.
Okay, yes, we might want to exit the hall. Meanwhile, I'm going to ask Remy. Remy, do you remember anything else about this castle? Any potential, valuables, treasure, enchanted weapons, anything like that?
He perks up.
The Lord's bow. It's at the back of the hall. We should grab it quickly.
Yes. Let's go grab it quickly. Alpha, since you are the fastest among us, can you run to the back of the hall there and grab it?
Oh, not a problem. Alpha takes off running, and you just kind of see the sparks and everything trail behind him as he bolts it towards the back.
And additional things like tapestries around the outside ignite from the charge Alpha is leaving behind.
Fantastic.
It's quite the blaze. So, Alpha, you run around to the back and you see a rainbow colored bow.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a recurve. Looks like the one Odysseus had in the mid 90s Odyssey movie, the one that was made for TV. With Armando Santi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one. So it looks like that, but it's rainbow colored. So I'll say you loop the room and come back to the front, and at this point, the guy you know as Remy starts like pushing open the door and heading towards the front entrance.
Okay. Cool. All right. So yeah, let's follow him to the front.
Awesome. Well, you guys make it out, and as you look around, you see that the sky is clearing, the clouds are lifting, and kind of being replaced by the smoke of the burning timbers within the castle behind you. It's starting to look like the burnt out castle of Lord Locksley from the Kevin Costner Robin Hood movie.
Oh.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Okay. Well. Too bad we're leaving a burning wreck of a castle, but actually, it's probably a good thing. It'll help exorcise the demons that are hanging around this area. Okay.
That seems like a good idea. I hear cardio is very good for your health.
It is, especially getting the demons out.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah.
Plenty.
We must exercise the demons, yes? Give them good workout.
Yes, exorcise, not exercise.
No, right.
There's a slight difference, Alpha.
Dane, what do you know about exorcising demons? Who's to say that Alpha's wrong?
Considering the fact that we have a half demon in the party with us, don't be, plainist.
Exactly. Who are you gonna believe? Me or your own eyes?
No, just delving into the finer points of the common tongue. That's all. And spelling. Spelling is very important. Anyway, so let us look at this bow and see what it is, or see what it's like, other than being a rainbow. Castros, you want to do an Arcana check on it?
Okie dokie. 12.
It's magical.
Cool. Well, Ray might need a new bow.
Yes, we should probably give it to Ray,
I would love a new bow.
especially rainbow colored. Matches her hair.
It has the power of friendship.
Oh God.
Well, they're evaluating this bow.
Is it gonna give her? Is it gonna do like the equivalent of a Care Bear stare?
No.
Come on. While they're evaluating this bow, can I go search the other rooms of the castle?
No, the castle's burning.
Ah.
We're outside the castle.
You can try, but I mean, you're gonna have to do a lot of constitution checks to deal with the smoke.
Never mind. At least I got that vial.
I suppose Alpha could just go explore. He doesn't really need to breathe. Like,
You'd
breathing's
still
such
have
a
to move
fun
fast so you don't get damaged. So you could do a if you dashed through, you could look at stuff and give a report of what you saw.
I guess dash back in just to, see if there's anything to be seen.
All right, you run around and you find rotting food, a pantry of corpses, lots of rooms that had been forgotten to time, completely covered in cobwebs and dust. Everything is burning quickly, though. everywhere the cobwebs were thick, the fire just ripped through, and it's taking everything down with it. There were tapestries, lots of tapestries. It is a castle.
Right. Any Scottish lairds?
No, just that.
All right.
Anyway, so did you guys give the bow to Ray?
We did.
Okay, so Ray, as you're playing with it, you notice a couple things. Namely, you hold it in your hand and you move your you hold it in your left hand and you move your right hand over it, and all of a sudden it looks like an arrow appears made of glimmering energy. And if you go to like put both hands on it and hold it out, not like you're gonna draw and release, but just holding it out in front of you, you can make it glow and produce light in front of you. So
Fun.
yeah.
Yes, Ray. You should. So if she makes like she's gonna draw it, then you said an arrow of glimmering energy appears.
Yes.
Ray, why don't you kind of loose one of those arrows at, I don't know, like the wall of the castle, and let's see what happens.
One of the glimmering arrows that I can just produce.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's try it out then.
Okay, you give it a shot, and the arrow lodges in, and since it was an attacking shot, it hits and just blows the mortar out, kind of like if you were to shoot a brick wall with a 12-gauge shotgun.
Most impressive indeed.
That's a nice bow.
Yeah, mighty pretty.
But
So
you
is
can remember. Oh, what?
I'm gonna say, is this light kind of akin to daylight, or is it just like regular, any kind of just normal run of the mill light?
Just run of the mill, like torchlight.
Okay.
Electric or not, or non-chemical. There we go. Electric or chemical torchlight. There we go.
We didn't even grab his helmet behind his throne.
Sorry.
Oh, the great dark helmet.
Maybe after the fire burns out, maybe we should camp somewhere near here, and if the fire is gone by the morning, we can salvage what we can from the wreck.
He can't really breathe in that thing anyway, so it's probably fairly suffocating to try and wear it.
I
Yeah.
want to look at the helmet.
What, Castros? Are you interested in wooing Druish princesses?
I'm not particularly interested in wooing anybody.
So, what do you need the helmet for?
I want it. There doesn't have to be a reason.
Oh, Castros, our resident 2-year-old.
Yeah, it's like you're not wrong. More so, if I want something, I'll have that something.
I want
Like
it.
a- like
I
a pop-
need it.
Scavenge.
That was pretty good.
Like a
So, like, if you do go back and scavenge it, it's going to be pretty much destroyed. I mean,
I'll still scavenge.
No one thought to
for
ask
it.
Alpha to go pick it up when he was running through the place.
I don't know.
Yeah, you should have. Yeah,
It's happening so fast.
pretty melty.
Oh well. Anything else noticeable in the wreck?
Doesn't sound like
not really. Everything's pretty well destroyed. It'll make a good archaeological site in 1,000 years.
I got that vial.
Yeah, you did. That's true.
I don't want to open it until I know what it does. Anyway, let's go find old man.
Yeah, let's go back across the lake.
All right. Well, you jump in, and since it's still following its previous command, the ship carries you across without any aid. It just takes you to the shore.
Perfect.
Oh,
All right, cool.
We'll go tickle a tree again.
well, you go and tickle the tree, but unlike the last time when the old man came out and told you to stop, a very large, muscular dog comes walking out of the woods. I mean, it is huge. Trying to think of a good way to describe scale, like a Caucasus Mountain dog, but with like oversized ears, double oversized ears, spines down its back. It's like double, like oversized canines. Basically, Bronx from Gargoyles. You know, the old Disney show from the 90s.
Very nice.
I'm going to assume that this is the Theseus's hound.
And
Um,
it comes walking up looking all tough, but then it sits down and kind of pants a bit.
all right. So Castros, you want to try and talk with it?
Well, you can try talking with it normally, seeing if it can speak common.
Sure. Try it with that, and if it doesn't work, then try speaking animals.
Sure, I'll be like, hello.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. So perfect. We got Scooby Doo now.
I was just about to say that.
Oh. We know Roppy Right and Ringement Raggy.
Oh, well, we have
Don't worry,
enough.
I'm not gonna keep doing that. I just had to throw it in there for fun.
Right, of course. All right. Do you remember everything now?
Yes, it has all come back to me. Thousands of years of history. Alone and with my companions, we fought great wars and battles. So much has been forgotten. Now I remember it all as crisp as it was fresh in my mind. This too shall fade. But now that the spell is broken and it is all crystal clear to me, take me from this place. Show me to my old friend. We shall ride together again.
All right. Let's see here. Do you know exactly what it was that was in the castle?
I was sent here long ago to protect this forest. When Theseus died, I wasn't sure of my place in the world. So I came here. I was its protector, and then the corruption came. It bled from that place, but I was able to fight it back and contain it. It was cursed and I was cursed. The old man, you are correct. He was me in another form. Allowing my spirit to protect the woods was able to contain that evil spread for over 1,000 years.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad we did something good. All right, cool. Well, tell you what, follow us and we will take you back to Theseus.
He gives you a squint and agrees.
So shall it be written, so shall it be done.
So you
Perfect.
guys all start, I guess, walking together along the shore as we pan up and fade to black.
I like it. All right, we seem to we had a fairly successful episode today, I think.
Yes, you did. You guys did really good. You don't totally like went off the rails from where I thought you were going to go, but you brought it back around and then you used some super creative solutions to win.
Like using Google.
No, I wasn't talking about using of Google. I was meaning like you thought of, charging. You charged the stone and used the sunlight, and then took the advantage given by that and blew up the baby.
Yeah.
See,
No,
babies
I
are
was
powerful creatures.
I was going on the premise that we were going up against a vampire of some sort, so I was kind of prepping like that.
Yeah, that was good.
This has been an Azentuary LLC production. Find us online at azentuary.com for our character bios, merchandise, Patreon, and more. Thank you for listening.
Because people pay big money for it.